Oh my god, it's like I'm at a cinema. I'm watching a movie. Oh my god. Dude, it's only 7 p.m. Oh, this is gonna be a long night, chat. Oh shit. Oh, damn.
On the threat that all of those debris piles pose, because whether or not we see the wind gusts that potentially could have been coming our way with those potential projectiles.
Whether or not? I think so. Category 5 hurricane? Whether or not.
Things like windows, and so a lot of questions on just how much more that's going to ramp up the destruction here on the ground, as opposed to if we didn't have all of those debris piles. And so when we talk about the threat that is posed here, another thing that we're keeping a close eye on are those cranes. There's tall, powerful cranes in St. Petersburg, Florida. So there's residents that are further inland, out of the storm surge zone, out of the flood zone, thinking that they were safe to ride out the storm inside of their homes. And they were told by St. Petersburg to stay away from the windows, to stay out of the corners of their homes, because if those cranes come toppling down, that could, of course, pose a massive safety risk. And they're only able to withstand 100-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So this is something that we're keeping an eye on. It's comprehensive. I've been hearing from people who evacuated this area after they saw what happened with Helene, and then they went into the areas where we now saw tornadoes touching down. So, Tom, as you have mentioned, we're both seeing, and you just saw a flash of lightning, a really scary night for a lot of Floridians all around the state, Tom.
Yeah, we are seeing the conditions in...
Wait, what? Wind speed 120? What? Is that true?
Here, we're starting to finally feel those hurricane force winds, which are right around 75 miles per hour. They're just gusts at this point, but they're picking up and they're getting louder and louder. Marissa, you stand by with your crew. Please get to some safety if you can. I do want to bring in an official now, Barbara Tripp, staying in that area. She's with Tampa Fire, and she's the chief and emergency manager. Barbara, talk to me about what you're seeing so far on your radar and what you're hearing from your teams. I know you guys have pulled your teams out of harm's way, but what are you hearing from the teams in the field?
Basically, the roads are clear. Good thing we don't have a lot of traffic out there, but the wind has definitely picked up. We're actually seeing some residents without power, certain areas without power. So we knew when Milton come, it was going to present a lot of wind and it was going to be some power outage.
Yeah. So you're saying that your teams are off the field. It's just, I should say, your teams are off the roads. It's still too dangerous for them to get out there. You think people heeded the warnings? We just heard from our meteorologist that storm surge, at least right now, it may change, but it may not be as big of a factor as we feared for Tampa Bay. But there's still so many other things you had to worry about, the debris piles being one of them.
So basically, we've been preparing for Hurricane Milton. We have a lot of resources here staged in the city of Tampa that's prepared to help the community. We have been pushing message out. We've been doing door-to-door, knocking on residents that's in the evacuation zone to make sure they evacuate. We have opened up